Hello, guys, good morning. I hope you all are doing good. Today I'm going to tell you Robert Kiyosaki bio, the real story of Rich Dad, Poor Dad's author. If you like millions around the world are thinking about how to escape the rat race and become successful, you have undoubtedly heard of Robert Kiyosaki. The millionaire entrepreneur and real estate mogul preaches about wealth and investment through his international bestsellers. But what is the real story of the man behind the Rich Dad Poor Dad book? If you haven't read it, you should. It changed my life and mindset towards wealth generation. Did he genuinely get affluent and successful by following the advice he shares with his readers? Or is there something more we don't get to say? When I first read some of Robert Kiyosaki's books, he wrote or co-authored at least 30 titles during the past 3 decades. I was amazed at his compelling storytelling and his instinct for what people need and look for when trying to succeed. In many regards, his bold and at times shocking statements worked as an eye opener for me. In other cases, he just vocalized what I already thought but never dared to see out loud. His books inspired me to look at debts, investing, saving, and my financial ambitions and plans in a brand new way. As a result, I believe I made several intelligent moves I probably wouldn't have had the courage to do without him. Nevertheless, Robert Kiyosaki is also a somewhat controversial figure whose political inclination he is a personal friend and vocal supporter of Donald Trump, unclear business revenue model, and lawsuits with former associates led to significant public criticism. Let's find out who Robert Kiyosaki truly is through his detailed biography. Robert Toru Kiyosaki was born in 1947 in Hilo, Hawaii, to a family of Japanese immigrants. Both of his parents were teachers. He attended Hilo High School and graduated in 1965. Later, he studied at the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy and graduated as a desk officer. He briefly served in the Vietnam War, reportedly even earning a medal. In the 1970s, he worked for Xerox in New York City. He founded two unsuccessful companies before finally succeeding. Kiyosaki reportedly earned millions through intelligent investment in the real estate market. He also has profited from his educational activities, including seminars, financial training, and advisory. He published 30 books and sold nearly 50 million copies of them around the world. He co-authored two of his books with Donald Trump before he became the president of the United States. Since 1986, Robert has been married to Kim Kiyosaki, who is also his business partner. The couple do not have any children together. Kiyosaki worked in sales for Xerox, where he learned some of the sales and marketing techniques that helped him to become a successful public speaker. After a few years at Xerox, Kiyosaki started a company called Ripers, which sold nylon and Velcro surfer style wallets. Kiyosaki received good praise for Ripers, but the company eventually went bankrupt. He then went on to start another company which also went bankrupt. In 1985, Kiyosaki was living out of his car and struggling to get by. His big break came in 1997 when he published Rich Dad Poor Dad. The book is based on Kiyosaki's childhood, though he has admitted to fictionalizing stories in the book. Kiyosaki tells the story of how his father had a PhD but struggled with money. Meanwhile, a friend's father had dropped out of high school and was a successful businessman. The lessons that Kiyosaki learned from his poor dad and his friend's rich dad are what make up the book. Kiyosaki used the success from his book to create a brand around Rich Dad. Part of the book's initial popularity is thanks to his connections in a multi-level marketing company who promoted the book. He published more titles, created audio material and videos, and sold his name to seminar business that franchised his name. In 2012, the Learning Annex won a court judgment of $23.7 million from Kiyosaki's business, Rich Global LLC. The Learning Annex had an agreement with Kiyosaki's business that in exchange for helping promote the brand by booking him to speak, he would pay a percentage of the speaking engagement profits. As noted earlier, Kiyosaki filed for bankruptcy for the company, though he is reportedly worth $80 million. A lot of Kiyosaki's philosophy revolves around education. He believes that people should learn as much as possible about finance. He also believes that real financial education occurs outside the classroom. Kiyosaki is critical of people who spend years and money on advanced degrees. It is worth noting that data shows that people with higher degrees earn higher average salaries and are happier in their lives. Most of Kiyosaki's Rich Dad series is targeted at educating adults. He has tried to make financial knowledge accessible and entertaining. For example, he created a board game called Cash Flow 101 to help people learn about money. If you are considering buying the game, note that Kiyosaki has also cited Monopoly as a great game for learning about money. Kiyosaki also has books and projects aimed at educating children. Recent projects like Kiyosaki is best known for his Rich Dad book series since publishing the first book in 1997. He has turned it into an entire brand of books, seminars, and audio material. He is still writing too. He published two books in 2017 to mark the 20th anniversary of Rich Dad Poor Dad. Those books, Why the Rich Are Getting Richer and More Important Than Money, and Entrepreneur's Team, both build off ideas that he has talked about in his Rich Dad series. As mentioned earlier, Kiyosaki created a board game called Cash Flow 101. The game is meant to teach people how to make money and how to get out of the rat race. The game is also available online as a phone app. In the post-pandemic era, Kiyosaki has said that US is drawing in debt and advised investors to buy gold, silver, and Bitcoin. Kiyosaki maintains the Rich Dad website. The site has articles, videos, and games. It also has information about personal finance, coaching, and workshops. Kiyosaki rose to fame when he published Rich Dad Poor Dad. Some of the financial advice in his books has received criticism. There is some simple time-worn advice that anyone could use. If you are looking for motivation or a way to start you thinking about finances, Kiyosaki's Rich Dad series could be a good place to start. So now I'm going to tell you tips to help you reach financial success. by Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki advises people to save less than they spend. If you have trouble saving, here are some ways to stop spending carelessly. A budget is also number one. A budget is also a useful tool for staying on track. If you need help creating a budget, try Smart Assets Budget Calculator. Number two, you can make your money work for you with passive income. Kioski like real estate, but here are a couple of other ways to earn passive income. Number three, you might also consider working with a financial advisor. An advisor can help you determine your long term goals and craft a financial plan to help you get there. Finding a qualified financial advisor doesn't have to be hard. Smart Assets free tool matches you with up to three financial advisors who serve your area, and you can interview your advisor matches at no cost to decide which one is right for you. If you are ready to find an advisor who can help you achieve your financial goals, get started now. Robert Kiyosaki career and fame in this field were kick-started in 1997 by publishing Rich Dad Poor Dad, its first and still best renowned bestseller translated to 50 plus languages. The book is a semi-autobiographic account of Robert's childhood, explaining his understanding of finances through the examples of his friends rich dad who became wealthy through investing, and his own poor dad who was broke despite his academic titles and hard work. Kioski encourages his readers to increase their financial literacy, overcome their fears of risk taking, and stop seeing education as a safe road to success. Although some reviewers criticize the book for being vague, unbelievable, and at least partially misleading, readers worldwide loved it and grabbed more books and advice from its author. Robert certainly gave them more. He authored or co-authored around 30 books since Rich Dad, Poor Dad, including Rich Dad's classics in 2001, Retire Young, Retire Rich in 2002, Midas Touch in 2011, and many others. Besides that, he also launched a bundle of educational activities and projects under the label of his Rich Global LLC enterprise. He toured the world with a series of sold out seminars, training, motivational events, and so on. Eventually, Rich Dad became an international franchisee, and Robert started collaborating with dozens of like minded lecturers who carried his message and legacy even without his direct involvement. In the meantime, the entrepreneur focused on other projects and products like the educational board game Cash Flow. Imagine a bolder modern version of Monopoly he created with his wife Kim. Robert Kiyosaki has authored dozens of motivational videos and speeches on becoming rich, exiting the rat race, and fulfilling all your dreams. In this 2021 video, he discusses the importance of financial education alongside his wife and collaborator Kim. In this TEDx UCSD speech, Robert Kiyosaki shares the essence of his insight on the wealth and income inequality across the US and explains why the rich keep getting richer. Robert Kiyosaki may be known primarily as a motivational speaker and a financial education activist, but he acquired most of his wealth through investment in real estate. Kiyosaki also received backlash for promoting risky real estate investments right before the outbreak of the 2008 financial crisis. Of course, many other competent, educated, and reputable financiers or entrepreneurs fail to foresee the bursting bubble as well. So I won't blame Kioski for this. Still, I think it is essential to see the whole picture before you choose to follow his advice. In 1986, Robert Kiyosaki married his girlfriend of 2 years, Kim Mayer, who was born in Oregon but studied in Hawaii, where the two met. After graduation, Kim worked in a couple of advertising agencies around Honolulu, but she recalls she was not very successful. Later, she began collaborating with Robert on his projects and became a co-founder and CEO of his research company. According to her public statements, Kim focuses her work primarily on increasing financial education among women. However, she is also an active real estate investor like her husband. She is also the author of two motivational books on investment. As of 2022, the couple is still together both as a husband and wife and business partners. Although little is known about their private life, according to most sources, the two do not have any children together. Robert has always claimed that wealthy and successful people do not need paychecks, so it would be naive to expect that he would be earning a regular salary himself. Considering the variety and diversity of his professional activities, I bet his typical income fluctuates from tens to hundreds of thousands a month. The estimations published by other sources differ significantly. Some claim Kioski's earnings should add up to approximately $2 million annually. Others believe it could be as much as $1 million monthly. In any case, as of 2022, Kioski is worth approximately $110 million altogether. As a real estate investor, Robert Kiyosaki owns an astonishing portfolio of 8,000 plus properties worldwide, including in Australia and Europe. Mentioning them all here would be, of course, impossible and pointless. For quite a long time, Robert Kiyosaki and his wife owned a stunning 3,488 square feet oceanfront residence on Oahu, the third largest of Hawaii Islands. The luxurious property, built in modern style with mudbound hardwood and travertine floors, consists of 4 bedrooms and an equal number of bathrooms. It boasts incredible views of the directly adjacent sandy beach and azure ocean. Kioski had reportedly invested $2.75 million in the property and renovated it generously over the years. However, as of late July 2022, the house is currently on the market for $7.35 million. Phoenix, Arizona is another place Robert Kiyosaki and his wife can call their home. For more successful entrepreneurs with ties to this area, check this Mike Spicer biography or Thomas Gurney biography. Kioski's residence is located at Biltmore Estate, a lavish residential street surrounded by greenery. The family tries to keep their privacy here out of public sight, so I couldn't find many details on the value of layout of the house. Don't have enough time to speak a whole book by Robert Kiyosaki. Here are some of my favorite quotes by him that should provide you with an accurate idea of his opinions and theories. Uh, Number one, it's not how much money you make, but how much money you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for. Number two, The single most powerful asset we all have is our mind. Number 3. The richest people in the world build networks. Everyone else is trained to look for work. Number 4. There is a difference between being poor and being broke. Broke is temporary, poor is eternal. Number 5. Rich people acquire assets, the poor and middle class acquire liabilities that they think are assets. Number 6. So many people say, "Oh, I'm not interested in money," yet they will work at a job for 8 hours a day. Number 7. In today's rapidly changing world, the people who are not taking risks are the risk takers. Number 8. Real estate investing, even on a very small scale, remains a tried and true means of building an individual's cash flow and wealth. Number 9. Confidence comes from discipline and training. And number 10 is quitting is the easiest thing to do. So, this was the biography of Robert Kiyosaki. Rich Dad Poor Dad's author. I hope you all liked it. Thanks for watching.